There was a day I finally stopped running from myself. I stopped searching for answers out there and listened to the quiet within. In the stillness, I found something I never lost, the part of me that had been waiting patiently to be heard. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. Grace isn't a thunderclap. It is the soft whisper that says, try again. It is the warmth that enters when we finally forgive ourselves. Every breath is another chance to begin anew. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. I once thought storm meant I was lost, but inside the rain I heard the heartbeat of life itself. The storm was never against me. It was breaking me open so light could find its way in. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. I realized I wasn't meant to fix anyone. I was meant to reflect the light in them, the same way the world had mirrored mine. When we become the mirror, love stops being a lesson and starts being our nature. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. The still flame, even when everything around me moved. A small flame inside refused to fade. It wasn't loud. It didn't beg to be seen. It just kept burning. Steady, patient, certain that one day I'd notice. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. Trust the current. I spent so long trying to swim upstream, afraid that surrender meant failure. But when I let the current carry me, I discovered it had always known the way. Trust isn't giving up. It's remembering I'm part of something larger. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. The moment you stop chasing, life finds you. We spent years running from fear, from loneliness, from versions of ourselves we didn't understand. But the moment you stop chasing and simply become present, life shifts. Not because everything outside changes, but because you stop demanding an outcome and started allowing what's meant to arrive. This is where the real alignment begins. You were never lost. You were just moving too fast to feel yourself. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. de Jager, The Inner Knowing. The ache that led you here. Sit down somewhere quiet. Close your eyes if it feels safe to. Place your hand gently on your heart and let the whisper be the version of you that never thought they'd make it this far. There was a time where your silence was peaceful. It was survival. There was a time when your smile wasn't freedom. It was a shield. There was a time when your love wasn't received because it was aimed at someone who didn't know how to hold it. But look at you now, still here, still soft, still healing, even if no one sees it but you. This ache that led you here, it wasn't just pain, it was a map. Every tear, a direction. Every sleepless night, a signpost. Every moment you doubted yourself, a bridge being built in the dark. You were falling apart. You were unfolding. And now, piece by piece, you are remembering yourself, not as the one who was broken, but as the one who chose to rise, even when rising felt like crawling. So, if today still hurts, breathe and whisper this to yourself. Even this ache is not the end of me. It's the beginning of something softer. You are not lost. You are becoming. You weren't born to shrink. There's a moment when you finally realize you've been folding yourself to fit into places that were never meant to hold your light. You weren't born to shrink into someone else's idea of enough. You weren't meant to dim just so others wouldn't feel so exposed. You were made to stretch, to rise with the sun, to walk taller each day, to speak louder, to feel deeper, to take up space in the world that told you to stay small. They taught you to be digestible, to be pleasing, to smile politely while hiding the thunder inside. But you weren't made to be palatable. You were made to be powerful, raw, honest, expansive. And the moment you stop apologizing for the magnitude of your soul, the world will finally meet the real you, the radiant you, the fierce, unedited, divinely unapologetic version of yourself that always lived beneath the mask. You didn't lose yourself. You just got tired of pretending. So, unfold, unshrink, unhide. Your expansion is not a threat. It's a gift. Let them adjust. You weren't never too much. You were just never in the right room. Leon R. Diaga, The Inner Knowing. You weren't meant to be small. You weren't born to shrink into someone else's idea of enough. You were meant to stretch, to rise with the sun, to outgrow the box they built for you. You weren't made to be palatable. You were made to be powerful. And the moment you stop apologizing for your fullness, the world will finally meet the real you. You didn't lose yourself. You just got tired of pretending. Leon R. Diaga, The Inner Knowing. The healing isn't loud. Healing doesn't always look like breakthroughs. Sometimes it's eating breakfasts. Sometimes it's resting when the world tells you to hustle. Sometimes it's cancelling the call. Healing isn't always loud. It's often quiet, subtle, soft, unseen by most. But you feel it. That's all that matters. You are healing, even when it doesn't look like it. From How I Found My Way by Leon R. Diaga, The Inner Knowing.